We will clear every hurdle as we run for the finish line. We'll bring you the close plays at the plate and the vaults toward success. Let's show you the hardware, and congrats to a great man and a great career. Sports Night is next.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro. And I'm kind of emotional at the end of that with Jeff DeJoy walking off into the sunset a little bit.
As he did, and a little bit earlier than we had hoped, but that's the way things happen sometimes. And we are down to 2 athletes remaining in action for Coon Rapids. So it's going to be a short show, and then we're going to take a little bit of time off, and we'll be back with a review show in a couple of weeks, wrap up the entire spring season. But let's get to it. Talking about baseball first, the baseball Cardinals knew it was do or die time in the section tournament when they took to the field at Wintercrest on Wednesday. In the other dugout, the Mounds View Mustangs, the 2nd seed in the tournament, a team that had won 6 of their final 7 regular season games, but got bounced from the top of the tournament brackets with a 3-2 loss to 3rd seed Centennial. Both teams trying to keep their season alive and get to CHS Field on Friday. Cardinals jumped to the early lead in the bottom of the first. Runners at the corners with 1 out for John Olson. He lines it over the shortstop. Avery Lehman trots home with the game's first run. Mustangs charged to the lead in the top of the 3rd. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Justin Langer with a little blooper to short left center. Fielders overrun it a little. Andrew T-Butt and Eric Coleman score. Mounds View in front 2-1. Next batter is Riley Flanagan, and he drives it to deep left field. This is going to score 2 more as Ross Eidelkopper and Langer get to the plate. And the Mustangs have a 4-1 lead. Coon Rapids gets one back in the bottom half of that 3rd inning. Caleb Ness with a line drive single to right. Olson shows his speed and scores easily from second. Cardinals still trail 4-2. Move to the bottom of the 5th, 2 on, 2 out. And Dio Lawal. He grounds it to 3rd. Ball is bobbled and juggled. Olson scores again. Lawal safe on the error. Cards down 5-3. Very next pitch, high fastball gets past catcher McCoy Merkel. Comes sliding home for the Cardinals, and that cuts the lead to 1. Same score, bottom of the 6th inning. Olson with his 3rd hit of the ball game. Robert Morissette trying to score from second, but a good relay cuts him down at the plate. Keeps Mounds View in front, and that's how it would end. Cardinals season comes to an end with a 5-4 loss to the Mustangs. And the Mustangs are continuing on to the championship round this week. Mounds View beating Totino in the next game 3-1, and they will take on the top seed in the tournament, Champlin Park, in the championship round.
Yeah, a tough way for the Cardinals baseball squad to end their season, a close play at the plate, and kind of an up and down year for the baseball team as well.
It was, but they're a program that continues to rebuild.
No question.
I have no question that they will be a contender once again next spring. Tennis team, as you may remember, were taking part in the section semifinals last time we did Sports Night. Unfortunately, they come up short against number 1 seed Elk River, losing 6-1. The one winner is Alex Fish at 3rd singles, winning 6-4, 7-5. There are the losses, and you can see all those straight sets, pretty tight 2-set matches in all of the singles. And then Bai and Boyum in first doubles go to tiebreak before losing that one 10-8, and that ends the tennis team's season. Duluth East, though, coming up with an upset in the final in beating Elk River, knocking them off, and the Greyhounds on their way to the state tournament.
And you look at that record overall, 21-7. Pretty impressive for the tennis team. Didn't get where they wanted to go, but pretty good year.
No, great step towards becoming one of the teams that people are watching out for in this conference and section.
No question about it. Well, the state track and field championships will be held at Hamlin University this weekend. And a pair of Lady Cardinals will be there to represent Coon Rapids. Both boys and girls teams had some positive results at Section AA meet, which was also held at Hamlin last Wednesday and Friday. The girls team especially showed steady improvement and seems to be headed towards being a title contender in the very near future. There were only a couple of boys competing in the finals on Friday. Thomas Silla qualified for the final 200-meter dash. He cut some time from his qualifying time, but not enough He finishes 9 in 22.79 seconds. Brielle Clark qualified for a pair of section finals, first in the 200-meter dash. She also got faster but came up short, finishing 5th in a time of 25.94. Clark may have been a little disappointed with that finish, but she wouldn't be disappointed a second time. Clark in the 100-meter dash shows amazing closing speed at the end and gets herself a second-place finish in time of 12:42. That earns her a trip onto the podium. It also earns the junior her first trip to the state tournament. Volvo Pitt out to place for one of the more compelling stories for the Lady Cardinals. Kalena Verdick with a solid vault up and over at 9 foot 7 inches. That gets her a 7th-place finish and a handshake at the podium. Galadriel O'Grady will clear the same height on an earlier attempt. O'Grady was one of 4 girls to finish at 9.7, but she gets the best spot on the podium, taking 4th place overall. Nice. Yep, absolutely. No question. The Cardinals weren't done. Tamika Hurdle clears the bar at 10 foot 1 inch, which will get her 3rd place finish on the vault. Going to miss out on state by just 1 spot. That's a tough way. You're just right there. Can't get to the big show, but a great showing for the pole vaulters. 3 of the top 7 spots in the section. The only downside is that 2 or 3 of the 3 are seniors. Tamika Hurdle is the only one to be back again next spring. Finally, Callie Harris, she's going to qualify for the state tournament the 4th year in a row, and she does it in both her events. Harris with a great lean at the end of the 100-meter hurdles, took 2nd place in a time of 15:10. That put her near the top of the podium, position she is quite familiar with. Well, Harris is going to follow that up performance with a dominant victory in the 300-meter hurdles. Her time of 43.74 was almost 3 seconds ahead of 2nd place. Harris gets to the top of the podium for the blue ribbon and will head to the state tournament again to finish her magnificent career at state. And again, a nice job by her. She's been consistent, no question.
She has.
For this program.
Throughout her career, all 4 years making it to state, she has been fun to watch, and
no
certainly has had a target on her back all of her high school career because of how strong she is, but still she continues to leave them looking at said target at her back because she's out in front. Brielle Clark also finished 10th place in the high jump. Maki was 11th in the shot put, and Biggins finished 12th in the shot put. Brina Del Castillo took 14th in the 1,600-meter run. On the boys' side, 14th place finish. Best finish you saw was Tomasilla in the finals in 9th place, but Ricky Soto finished 8th place in the discus. Hoyam took 9th in the 300-meter hurdles and 12th in the 110 hurdles. Josh Tabla, a solid distance, 41 feet 9 inches in the triple jump, but that's only good enough for 12th place. 14th place finishes for Brovik in the high jump, Koji in the 800-meter run, and a 16th place finish in the shot put for Tim Mandyke at 44 feet 8 inches. And there you see it. Brielle Clark will compete in the 100-meter dash. State tournament starts on Friday the 9th. Callie Harris will be competing in both the 100 and the 300-meter hurdles. Best of luck to both Cardinals as they go for gold at state. Boys golf team, well, both golf teams really, competing in section tournaments last week, and pretty decent results for both squads. Boys able to qualify a pair of golfers for day 2 in the section tournament. Unfortunately, Travis Hess, who had the best day on day 1, shooting an 84, was unable to compete in day 2. Alec Erickson shot an 87 on day 1, struggled a little bit on the second day, posting a 99. There you see the other scores. Getz finished with an 89, Medved a 91, Wheeland a 97, and Jeremy Howells finished his year with a 99 in the first round of the sections. Girls golf team also put 2 girls into the second round. Ellie Carver shot an opening round of 94, followed that up with a 101 on day 2. Belle Wynn shot a 102 and then a 108. Allie McDonald a 119 in day 1. DeLong had a 110, and Maddie Georgie finished with 127. Rachel Bissett was supposed to be the 6th member of the section team. Unfortunately, she fell ill and was unable to cooperate or to compete.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking for. But she will be back, as will Ellie Carver, next year to help lead this team. So it's been a long time since they've seen 2 girls qualify for day 2.
No question.
A great season for the Lady Cardinals. And Coach Keeney, in an email to me, was very excited about what they have that's going to be coming back and how eager these girls are to play through the summer, improve their game, and come back better next.
Oh, that'll
next
be the
spring.
key, the summer play, no question.
Boys lacrosse team started in the section play-in game, and they lose to 5th-seeded Centennial 18-3. They finished their season at 0-14. Centennial, the number 5 seed, then advanced and lost in the quarterfinals. The boys lacrosse championships are upcoming this week. Girls lacrosse team earned the 4th seed for the section tournament, which meant a bye for that play-in round and a chance to start the playoffs at home. No guarantees of success just because you're the higher seed. Cardinals welcomed the Anoka Tornadoes to the complex on Thursday for a 4 versus 5 matchup. Tornadoes won the regular season meeting between the two 9-8, also at Cardinal Stadium, and the Tornadoes came in thinking repeat and upset. Tornadoes stormed to the early lead in this one. Less than 90 seconds into the game, Callista Riley attacking on an angle. Finds a lane, puts it home, gets him on the board first. Anoka dominated possession. Coon Rapids trying to keep it close early. Great effort by Alyssa Brazier to get out front for the backhand. It's 2-1 at that point. Those opportunities were few and far between because Anoka just didn't share. Great pass out front to Emily Smith. Tornadoes starting to pull away. Smith, a dangerous scorer, and she was able to find herself some room out front again just minutes later. Another nice pass and a strong finish. Smith scored 3 straight. Anoka led 7-2 at the half. Cardinals come flying out of the gates in the second half. Ella Nelson right off the opening drive will get in close and score to cut the lead to 4. That's as close as it would get because Anoka kept the pressure up, capitalized on some free positions. Sarah Roof scored on a pair of goals off fouls, helped build the lead to 10-3. Coon Rapids down, but not quite out. Jordan Keller setting up behind the net, catches them sleeping a little bit, gets around the corner and scores. Still, Cardinals trail 11-5 with 6.5 minutes remaining. And Anoka didn't let up. Good pressure pays off again. Garvis makes a save on the initial shot. Riley there to put the rebound past her. Anoka ends the Cardinals season in the quarterfinals with a 12-6 loss. Anoka then hammered by top seed Blaine 20-6 in the final on Wednesday. Sorry, that was on Friday. Blaine will play Champlain Park for the championship coming up this week. The number 1 versus the number 3 seed. Champlain Park, you see, not real happy about their 3 seed. They just demolished Centennial 13-3.
They did. You know, in a tough way for the Cardinals to finish the season, and of course, Coach DeJoy's career here at Coon Rapids, and really Anoka started this game, and they were the aggressor, and they wanted this game more. It seemed like anyway to me, and they were dominant from start to finish.
They were, and the big thing with lacrosse, whether it be boys or girls, it's a possession game, and if one team can maintain possession for a majority of first half, especially, it gives them a great opportunity, and that's kind of how the story played out. Cardinals in the first meeting against the Tornadoes also had fallen way behind in the first half, came back and almost came all the way back, but fell short. But the bigger story, I think, is of course Coach DeJoy,
no question.
A great friend to Howie and I and the entire CTN crew and everyone here at Sportsnight. He is definitely going to be missed. More than 20 years of coaching Cardinal sports. He was the boys soccer coach when we started, and then a couple years later took over the girls program, has been the girls program for the last 17 years, I think, and of course the only coach in program history for girls lacrosse, and he has made a nice foundation for that program. It'll be interesting to see whoever takes over the gauntlet if they're able to move forward, but certainly
we'll continue to see him though.
We definitely wish Coach DeJoy the best in all of his future endeavors, and who knows, maybe he'll make an appearance here, help us out. We could definitely use some help on both girls soccer and girls lacrosse.
I'm sure he'd be willing
to have someone on
join us in the booth
on the microphone that knows something about the game. But that's going to do it for this edition of Sports Night. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.